Almost exactly a year ago, I made a video where I made entirely too many things. I think it was 5 items. A dress, 3 shirts, and a skirt. I got really flustered and it was genuinely too much for me at the time. Well, it turns out I've learned nothing because I'm doing it again. In my defense, I have a lot of things I want to make and I'm going on a trip and I just want new clothes. So... Also, if it looks like I just finished shooting the reveal for my last video, I did. Listen, busy lady, I got things to do, and I'm not gonna waste a whole face and look on just one reveal, okay? You can watch that video up here. Moving along, we are making, let me get my list. We are making for sure 4 things, but very possibly 6. A couple of them are very easy though. Some of these I have patterns for, some of these I bought patterns for, some of them I've made patterns for. But first up, we're gonna be making a, what is this one? A button-up shirt. It's an all-in-one sleeve, very, very simple, out of this very cute pink fabric with little punks all over it. Also, I'm going to the UK and I just think this is really funny to wear this around. It's so cute. Okay, moving along. The next thing I'm gonna make is a wrap shirt, which I will need to pattern out. I'm gonna be using this fabric that I got in Japan. It is so gorgeous. And I really wish I would have bought more of it because I only got 1.5 yards. I think it was pretty pricey and that's why. I would love to have a dress out of this. Isn't this gorgeous? Devastated I didn't get more, but here we are. Next up is a wrap skirt that I bought the pattern for. And I'm using this really cute strawberry fabric that I have gotten at Joann's. I think it's enough for the skirt. And I really hope it is, because it's very cute and I think it would make it an adorable skirt. An adorable skirt. Next up is Palazzo Pants. I got this pattern from Sarah Starlight, I think. And I really love the idea of having adjustable clothes. I've been kind of like zoning in on that more recently with my clothing items to accommodate fluctuating changes in weight, which is something I've been dealing with lately. I'm sure some of you can relate. So having something that fits always is great, and I love how the front of these pants just look very beautifully tailored. We're gonna be using this black linen for it. It's very soft and quite thin. Now, I wanted to also make those pants out of this red linen, but I think this might be too thick because those pants gather in the back a bunch. You don't want something that's too thick because then it'll get really bulky back there. So this is one of the maybe items. And then the last item I'm probably going to make, but I don't quite know what it is yet, is a dress. I have a few options using this beautiful creamy floral fabric that I also got in Japan. But all the things that I drafted up for it just didn't feel right. I don't know. Maybe I'm being like a little precious with this because I can't, like, I got it in Japan and it feels special. So I don't know, but none of these dresses just felt right. I originally wanted to make this dress, which I've made like 3 times now. I love this dress out of this fabric. And I bought a lot of this fabric with that in mind, but I don't have enough now. And I got this fabric at Joann's. I also have a lot of this brown linen, and I was thinking maybe a pinafore. Brown pinafore will go with everything. It'll be really cute. Might even give some like Pride and Prejudice vibes, maybe. So we have options. The pattern for my pants isn't gonna be here for a couple of days, so we will set that aside. I currently have the wrap skirt and the button-up shirt, so I can do those now. And then the wrap shirt, I need to draft, which shouldn't take that long. Feels very simple. Maybe I'll make a couple of wrap shirts. Oh yeah, let me just add on more things to make. So that's a general plan of what we're doing for this video. Let's see how many things I can make. What do I want to start with? I think I'm going to start with the wrap skirt because I'm excited about that one. That's it. I mean, I'm excited about other ones, but let's go.
The pattern for this skirt is the Craze Wrap Skirt by Pattern Cost Patterns. I'll link them below. I quite like their patterns, and they have a lot of cosplay patterns, but also just some everyday clothes. The main body of the skirt is just one big piece. I think I had just over 2 yards for this, and I used every bit.
Okay, we've done all the prep work for our skirt. The ruffle has been sewn together, which you don't need to do this if you have the proper amount of fabric, but I did not. So we just sewn some cute little pink poplin, which, how perfect does this match? And then understitched it, and we've sewn 2, why do I always say we? It's like you're doing it with me. Sewn 2 gathering stitches around the top. So we have our ruffle. We have our waistband, which was weird to put together. Also, there's no written instructions, or at least I don't have any written instructions. I guess I bought this pattern a little while ago, but I usually download all the links and I didn't have anything for instructions. There's just a video. So it was a little annoying, but there's 3 parts of the waistband. One is just the tie. So you fold that right sides together, hot dog style, sew it up, turn it inside out, and then you sew that between 2 of the other pieces of the waistband, this like shorter piece and then the super long piece. And then the super long piece, you sew up the end of it, and this is the other part of the tie. And then I have all the darts sewn in the skirt, which, would you like to guess how many darts are in this skirt? No, go ahead and guess. I'll wait. You just shout your answers at the screen. 8. There were 8 darts. It felt like I was getting pranked, or like a clown pulling the ribbon out of his wrist. It just kept going. Pin a dart. And I was like, oh, another dart. Pin a dart. Oh, another dart. Oh, another dart. Just kept going. Now we're ready for assembly. This skirt is going to be done in like 30 minutes. It's pretty cool. I think we can at least get another project going today. Okay, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's assemble this skirt.
There's 2 lining pieces and a ruffle to add to this skirt before we can attach the waistband. Here I am realizing my ruffle isn't long enough. The world can be so cruel sometimes. After cutting out the ruffle again, twice as long this time, I add 2 rows of gathering stitches and gather it up to add to the skirt, making sure it's all fairly evenly spaced. Pin it all down and then add the 2 facing pieces to each side, then sew it up. To finish the edges, I just run the whole thing through my serger, but you can also do this with a zigzag stitch or pinking shears.
Okay, our wrap skirt is done. It is so cute. I deviated from the pattern a little bit after I had already put it all together, but it had me take the ruffle and put it into the waistband. And when I tried it on, it was like kind of pulling everything strangely. So I undid the waistband, pulled it out, and it sits a lot better. And I like having the little flounce just kind of like dangle right here. And then I just used a ladder stitch to stitch up the bottom of the waistband where I cut it open. She's done. She's so cute. Next, let's make some tops.
Starting with the button-up shirt, since I already have a pattern for it. This is me reminding myself to tell you about directional patterns. Yes, we get it. It has a direction. Okay. When working with directional patterns, meaning the print is going in one direction, you need to be careful when placing all your pattern pieces so you don't cut the print upside down. You'll also want to buy more fabric than the pattern says that you need. Trust me on this. I learned this the hard way.
Okay, so I have everything cut out and the edges are finished. The shirt comes together so quickly. It is a modification of the Presley shirt from Charm Patterns. I don't remember what I did, but you can go back to this video from last year where I made these shirts. It's so cute and really stupid. Here's the gingham one I made last year. It needs to be ironed very badly. So sometimes when I'm feeling sassy. I just buttoned this one button. I'm just like, you know, feeling less sassy, but still want to be cash. Button both buttons. No sneaky peeks. And then I did make this so that the bottom could be tied. Like this. See, it's more of a little crop top. But that's what this pink shirt is. And there's no interfacing in it. That was a choice. Okay, let's sew it up.
This is seriously the easiest shirt to make. Sew the sides and shoulders, pin the collar and facing, sew those down together, and then hem it. Done.
I didn't fail society. Society failed me.
Isn't she cute? Still needs buttonholes, but I don't feel like doing them right now. Did I practice the best sewing techniques I possibly could? No. But look, she's not trying to pretend like she's something she's not, okay? She knows she's not couture. She's a simple little top. And we've constructed her just fine. Just fine. She's not gonna fall apart anytime soon. Adorable. Okay, that's 2 items down. I've made 2 things today. I'm pretty proud of myself. It is quite late though. Oh my. I love summertime. I love it when the sun doesn't set until like 9 a.m. I'm not being sarcastic. I genuinely really like that. Thought I should clarify because it kind of seemed like I was being sarcastic. I'm not. I love the sun. Okay, obviously I'm getting a little weird because I haven't eaten in quite a long time. I've just been like really zoned in on sewing. This shirt is stupid. It's really stupid. Let's pick this back up tomorrow. We need to make a wrap shirt, but we also need to pattern the wrap shirt because I don't have a pattern for a wrap shirt. But I think I know how to do it. I have an idea. See you tomorrow.
Starting with tracing my block twice so that I have the left and right side of the shirt front, I first decide the neckline. I decided to give it a little bit of a curve. Next, I only want 1 dart. So I cut the darts open and move the side dart into the waist dart. Then, to keep the neckline from gaping, which is an issue with shirts like this, I'm going to take a little piece out of the front and also add that to the waistband too. I want it to have an attached sleeve, so I roughly draft that out. The back is simpler, just taking out the shoulder darts and then using the front to draw the sleeves.
Okay, we have a mock-up for our wrap shirt. Small tweaks, medium to small tweaks. Darts, too high. I was worried that like with the dart being so big, I wasn't sure what that would do, but it seems okay. I think I just need to lower it a little bit. No big deal.
This is, in fact, a big deal.
Gonna get folded in 1/2 inch from the seam allowance. I like the neckline. I do want to bring the arms down a little lower, like 1 inch or 2. And then I'm gonna add a little teeny tie on the inside right here to tie this side. And then I've just got some ribbon attached here and then in the side seam here, and then tie it in the back, which I think is cute. Yeah, we're gonna pointy boobies. I mean, I didn't iron anything, so I ironed it might lay a little bit flatter, but with the girth of these darts, they need to be lower.
Girthy darts.
I'm trying to decide if I want to make another mock-up, because no, I don't want to make another mock-up, but I do really like this fabric, and it was pretty pricey, and I only have a little teeny bit of it, so I don't have much to spare. So if I mess it up, I mean, worst case scenario, I don't wear it. That sucks, to make something and just like leave it in your closet. Like, meh, doesn't fit right. I don't know, I might. Listen, it's gonna be a surprise to both of us, okay? I'm gonna make the adjustments and then I'll figure it out. So let's see what I do. Oh, hey, look at that, I made another mock-up. And I'm so glad I did, because I made the darts even weirder. And I have unsewn and resewn the darts. I'm not exaggerating. This is very serious. At least 87 times. I'm so fed up with the darts. I think the dart was too big and it was just, I couldn't make it sit right. I even like extended it up really far and it just still wasn't working. So I moved the dart over. So I've spread the dart from the big one and then made a side dart. So now we have 2 darts. I think this looks okay. At this point, I feel like I've looked at it too much and it's just garbage. But I'm so tired of it that I just want to cut it out and make the shirt now. This is all I've done today. Just this. This is about my whole day. Yesterday I made 2 whole garments and today I can't even make darts. Life of a sewist, I guess. I don't know. I think I'm gonna just take this off, set it down, and go make dinner, and then look at it again tomorrow. And if it still looks good tomorrow, then I'll cut it out and make the shirt. Yeah, okay. I think that's a good idea. I did decide on a dress design though. I'm gonna go with this one. I gotta draft that up, but I'm pretty sure that's the one I'm going with. So tomorrow, the goal is to make this top and get the dress patterned and cut out and hopefully at least halfway sewn. That's tomorrow's goal. What the hell else was I making besides pants? I know pants. I gotta wait for that pattern still. We did the button-up shirt. We did the skirt. Working on the shirt. We're doing fine. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, I tried it on again this morning and I still like it. So I've gone ahead and cut it out. Ran into very minor issue where I don't have any matching thread. Like nothing matches this screen. I had planned on doing top stitching, like serging the edges and then folding them in, top stitching them down. But since I don't have matching thread, I can't do that. So the pink fabric from earlier is making another guest appearance. She's actually gonna be guest starring in a few items in this video, apparently. Very glad I have so much of her. I don't know what it is. I got it at an estate sale. So now we're gonna put this together. My pants pattern came in yesterday, so we can make the pants today. So let's finish this one up first.
Another easy top to put together. Sew up the sides and the shoulders on the outside fabric and lining. Sew the 2 pieces together, right sides facing. Understitch the neckline by opening up the shirt and pushing the seam allowance towards the lining and sewing just a scooch over from the seam. And then give the whole thing a good press.
Ta-da! I still need to go in and finish the sleeves. I'm gonna turn them in to the inside and then hand stitch the lining to the folded in part of the fashion fabric, but it is done. Also gotta shorten these little ties, but it ties in the back. And then it's got another little tie right here. Fully lined and adorable as hell. Oh, okay, fun thing. So my sewing machine is doing this really fun new thing where it just sews backwards on its own. It's very cool. I'll hit the pedal, make it go 1 stitch, and then it's just like, no, we go backwards now. And then it goes backwards for like 5 stitches and then comes forward a little bit and then stops. And then it'll do that in the middle of sewing a line. So I don't know. I turned it off, turned it back on, unplugged the power, plugged the power back in, took the side off of my machine to get into the guts. I think, and I guess here's the issue with more modern sewing machines that have computers. It is specifically the stitch on the left side button. If I just do the regular stitch, just the default stitch, and move the needle over, it doesn't do it. So just something with that button, I guess. Anyways, it's fine. I didn't freak out about it at all. Okay, this is done. 3 items down. Next are the pants, which I'm very excited about. I'm very nervous about making the dress, so I'm putting that off as long as I can. Pants are a new pattern to me, so I have to go get the instructions. But yeah, let's move to the pants. Okay, I have the pants cut out, and oh my God, this is like the biggest pattern piece I have ever worked with. Like, Holy moly, are these too big? These might be too big. I'm scared. And I printed the instructions because, I don't know, I hate the world or something. And look at what? It's a book. And I only printed the part that was like actually assembly instructions. I will say though, like every step has a photo. So that's pretty nice. Makes it easy to follow along with. My goodness. Well, okay, let's see how much I can get done today, shall we? So far, so good. I was a little intimidated because of the sheer girth of the instructions. Turns out she just over-explains things. It took her 2 pages to say, understitch the pockets and then press them right sides. A lot of commercial sewing patterns, there's quite a bit of implied knowledge when it comes to the instructions of those. I think if you're new to sewing, you should just use indie patterns because they usually do a really good job of explaining how to do things, and then there's usually like a video to go with it. But anyway, here we are. These are really simple to put together. I haven't done the waistband yet, but lots of room in the back. I think I can finish these today, but I don't have any ribbon. So I have to run to the store really quick and go grab some ribbon. Palazzo pants are done. I'm a little iffy on them. Also, I just ate dinner. It was a little spicy, and now my lips are like, I got spicy lips. I think I like them. They just need a hem, but they're finished. Now that I've made these, I know for sure I cannot use the red linen that I have to make another pair because they're just way too thick. There we go. 2 more items down. Really trucking along. Now we need to make a dress, and we need to make a pattern for said dress. And I'm a little nervous because everything's been going really smoothly. So, oh, I'm so nervous now. Please don't let the dress be what breaks me. Please. Okay, well, see you tomorrow. Okay, I changed my mind again about the dress. I'm not gonna do a dress now. I'm gonna do this 2-piece set. Cute little skirt, fringe on the bottom. It's gonna button on the side right here. And that way I can have like a little slit and then a cute little top, which will also button on the side right here. Which has not been easy to draft. The skirt is just the same 6-paneled gore skirt from my last video, the bell skirt, only it's just not as full. I did 8 inches instead of 12. So that's here and it's done. And then I went ahead and cut off the top inch and turned that into a waistband. This is in 3 pieces because I love making things hard for myself, is why. I wanted it to be somewhat adjustable. So in the back centerpiece, I'm adding elastic. So there's just gonna be a bit of elastic that's in between this piece that should help it like fit more to my body. And then these are the other 2 parts of the waistband because I need it shorter on one side and longer on the other. The top. Good Lord, some brain power went into this one. The back is just gonna be 1 piece. 1 piece, square neckline, dart, done. Because the front was more complicated than I wanted it to be. So we have the right side, we got princess seams and a square neckline. So this is the right side, totally normal pattern piece. And then we have the center. Notice it's longer on one side than the other. The idea is that I didn't want the buttons to be right on top of my nipple because that seemed weird. So I wanted them to be just off to the side of the apex of my booby. So it should be here, is where the buttons should be, just slightly off center of the booby. And then, so there's an extra inch to help it come over. And then I have my other side piece, which I have added an inch to be the overlapping part. Now, these are not straight, you will notice. So I don't know if this is gonna work the way I'm hoping it will. I want it to be form-fitting in the front. Well, I want it to be form-fitting. I wanted to add a shearing panel in the back to make it adjustable as well, but I don't have the elastic thread, and Joann's is no longer a thing, so I can't just go grab some because there's nowhere around that would have elastic thread. The top is just gonna be what it is. It's form-fitting. So I'm hoping that this will sit the way this side does, where it's just like, where, like if you're looking at the profile, it's like, whoop, you know? Did that make sense? So that's where we're at. And these are the last two pieces we're doing for this video. I did love the idea of this dress, but I really feel like it might need a mock-up. And I am not in a mock-up mood. So for the top, the mock-up, it's the lining. I'm just gonna make a lining really quick and then make sure that it is gonna do what I want on the side. And if it doesn't, then I'm just gonna do a center button because that's gonna be way easier, way easier. Why do I love to make things so hard on myself? But I just thought it would be cuter because then it matches all the way down, you know? Okay, so let me do the lining for the top and then we can see if it fits and if it's like laying how it's supposed to. Okay, we have our mock-up. I have the buttons pinned on. My idea of shifting them this way did not work. They're just kind of right there. I don't know that it looks bad. I do want to bring down the neckline a little bit, so I've kind of just like marked and pinned it. Sleeves are a little big, so I need to take just a little bit out of the shoulder right there. I think the buttons look okay. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna fix the shoulders and the neckline, and I'm gonna go for it. All right, let's get this cut out. I'm trying to finish this today. Okay, I have everything cut out. I have the waistband made, which was also like 5 inches too big, and I did want it to be like just slightly bigger, but it was like way big. And I'm kind of scared about what happened. Like, is the skirt messed up too? What did I do? But I got the elastic and this little part of the waistband, but 2 lines of zigzag stitches to help the fabric kind of stay evenly spaced on the elastic band. There's that. This is gonna work. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Also gonna add a ruffle, but I'm gonna do that at the very end because I don't know how long I want the ruffle to be and like how short I want the skirt. Oh, also, can you believe that I designed and patterned a top and skirt to specifically have buttons, and it never crossed my mind, not even once, to go and look at what buttons I have to make sure I have buttons for this. So that's a cool thing I did, but let's put the skirt together because I'm a little worried of the like what I have done to the waistband situation. So I'm just gonna put this one together really quick. Okay, the skirt is mostly done, and judging by the change of clothes, this took a lot longer than I thought. Oh, the sun's coming out, hold on. Why is it taking so long? I don't know. I don't know what it did to this pattern, but it came out really, really big. I don't know. Anyways, it's fixed and it fits. It's very cute. It's really sheer, which I knew this fabric was a little on the sheer side because of the pants I had previously made. But with it being a skirt and more like kind of more volume, it is really apparent how sheer and thin it is. So I have enough fabric, like just enough to make a lining out of. So I'm gonna make a lining, and then since it's already like, it's fully done, like the waistband is already on here, I do want to add the ruffle at the bottom. So my plan is, and I've got it pinned, is I have this sheer chiffon that I think works at the bottom. Like, that's cute, right? And then it gives it a little bit more like character with the like different textiles on it, right? I think so. The plan now is to get the ruffle finished, because this is just a sample piece that I put on to make sure it looked good. Finish up the ruffle, pin it, get the lining done, and sandwich the ruffle between the skirt and the lining, and then flip it all, and then hand tack the lining to the inside on the like button plackets and to the waistband, which is very silly. I know, very silly. But you know, here we are. Silly lady doing silly things. Also, just a little side note. My last video, the Belle's green dress, was just published this morning, and I forgot bounding was already a word and a thing. I guess I just had this idea for so long, like I've been thinking about doing this series for so long, that I just kind of got caught up on the names that I had already thought of, that I just kind of forgot that it already existed. So, silly lady doing silly things. Oh, and to kind of like bring the top and the bottom together, I also want to add a little ruffle right here on the shoulder strap, which I don't know how I'm going to do. As always, I got a vague idea, and we're going to roll with it. Let me finish the skirt up so we can move on to the top.
Chiffon can be really tricky to cut in a straight line, so the best way I know how to do this is just to tear it. It's super fun to do because it feels really wrong, and it makes a really great sound.
Check it out. So cute. This is a really weird way to do a lining, and I don't recommend it, honestly. But no, I'm really doing everything the hard way with this skirt. But she's done, mostly. I still gotta put the buttons on and then hand sew the whole inside, which shouldn't take me long, but that's nighttime activities that should be done in front of a television with a historical drama on. So, saving this for later. Last thing, home stretch. One more to go. Just a little top, as long as I haven't lost the pieces for it. Hold on. In the front. Okay. We have all the pieces. First, we need to put this together. Was that a smooth transition? I don't know. Might have been a little clunky. She's done. I mean, this is put together. Let's do it. Okay, everything is done. This one ended up with little cap sleeves on accident. I don't know how I feel about them. And they're also a little wonky, but it's kind of all completely put together, so I'm not undoing it. There's just a bunch of hand stitching I need to do. I'm gonna go take care of that on the couch, and I'll see you guys in the reveal, but real quick. If you have been enjoying my content and you feel like you want to see more of it, please subscribe if you have not already. And also like and comment. It helps. You know what to do. Anyways, that's it. See you in the reveal. That was a lot of clothes changing. So I brought in the capsule wardrobe that I made last year to kind of show you that I can still mix and match all these pieces that I've added. I'm really happy with everything, but nothing I made is perfect. No, I take that back. This shirt is perfect. And these pants, these are actually these are great. I really love these pants. These are really cute. Pockets are great. The pattern was super easy. Like I said, I would recommend this one to new sewers only because the instructions were so thorough, because she really walks you through it. I mean, you saw how thick those instructions were. This shirt I love. It's a little looser in the kind of neck area than I would prefer, but I still think I'm gonna wear this a lot. It's very, very cute. This skirt, it's really cute, but good Lord, this skirt gave me so many issues. I don't know what I did, but I really effed up that pattern. It ended up being super big, so I had to turn each side in again. And then after I had finished the whole thing, like sewing the lining in and everything, I tried it on and realized it was still kind of too big, and it wasn't like hugging my waist, it was more sitting on my hips. So to go in and I folded it over again so you can see the buttonholes. I really should have like maybe cut it off and done some better techniques, but I didn't have it in me. And sometimes in order to get something finished, you just gotta do it. You gotta do it the way you can do it. You know what I mean? Or if I weren't filming and I were just making this and that happened to me and I had it in my head that I had to fix it the right way, I would have set it over there on my mint pile and I would have never seen it again. Like for sure, hands down, that's what would happen. So sometimes we make concessions, but if it gets the project finished and it still looks good, just do it, it's fine. This top, I don't know. I don't love it. I don't love it. I think it's cute as an outfit. I don't hate it, but I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes I, like with the black pinafore that I made, I hated that dress when I first made it, but I love it and I wear it all the time now. So maybe I'll come around on this one. Strawberry skirt. This is so cute. Y'all, it's stupid how cute this is. I love this skirt. Issues with this skirt. And if I were to make this skirt again, I wouldn't use that pattern. It's not a bad pattern. It is a good pattern. Having everything in one piece is nice, except there's no side seams, so I can't put in a pocket, which is devastating to me. And the back sits a little bit funny, only because my back kind of like curves. I got a little bit of a booty, and so my back kind of like goes like this. Not an issue, except that I always need to make a sway back adjustment on my pants and skirts and things. So with this being that like one big piece, I didn't know how to do that, and then I didn't do it. So there's a little bit of like excess fabric right there that kind of sits a little bit weird. It's really cute with this different color flounce. Oh, and with this skirt with the flounce, I'm a little iffy about it. I don't know. I feel like it might look a little cheap. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Those are all of the pieces that you saw me make this video, and if you're interested in some of the other pieces that I tried on with these, you can check out these other videos. There's a whole series for the capsule wardrobe. I think this makes 4 episodes now, but that's it for today. My next video is going to be a collaboration with Sophie, Madame Myriad again. I'm very, very excited about this one, but it's gonna be 3 weeks before you get it, probably. Very sorry. Please forgive me, but I am going out of country, so I need a little bit extra time. That's all I got, so bye. Blah, 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 blah. Like, ooh, feeling saucy. I'm on one today.